What's up guys, I'm Hunter Sloan.
I'm Andrew Abbott.
And today we're going to be teaching you how to break boards. There's two main types of board breaking. One is set breaking, where you set up on bricks, and that's mostly used for power breaking and stacking multiple boards. Then dynamic breaking is where you have to have somebody to actually hold it because the position's kind of weird, and that's mostly for creative breaking. What we're breaking is inch-thick pine boards supplied by the U.S. Breaking Association and World Breaking Association. We bought these down in Florida for our tournament. They're pretty thick, they're pretty hard. Centuries boards are a whole lot easier to break than these. These are hard. Now Andrew's gonna come in and explain to you how to do a side kick and break a board.
The main thing with stopping people from breaking boards is they're not focusing through the board. They're stopping when their hand or foot makes contact with the board. So if somebody's holding the board and you stop here, you're not gonna break it. But if you go past the board and stop back here, then you're gonna go through the board and break it.
Now with a side kick, this is a unique technique because it's a thrusting kick. You have the momentum from the stepping behind and kicking into it, and this is a really good beginner kick. So what Andrew's gonna do, he's gonna step behind, he's gonna bring his knee up high, and he's gonna snap and push through the board. The speed is what's gonna allow the board to break, because the faster you can get your foot moving, the more force you have to put into your kick. Another easy dynamic break is the hammer fist, and this is literally the most basic hand technique that you're going to use in board breaking, besides maybe a front punch. He's going to apply the same principles. He's not going to stop at the board, he's going to keep pushing through the board and swing all the way through. What I have here is a Ziploc bag full of carpenter pencils, but we use these in board breaking as spacers. And what we've done is we take them and we sand the paint off of both sides, and that gives it just a little bit of extra grip on the board so that when you hit it, it doesn't slide out and prevent you from breaking your boards. So what I've done here is I've stacked up my bricks to a comfortable height for me, and I've just barely put my board on each side, so that gives me the most amount of bend right here. It makes the board easier to break. Then we take the carpenter pencils, put one on each side, and you want to line it up with your center block so that all the support is in the same area. Here you take your next board, you look at it, make sure the little curve is going down. That makes it easier to break as well. And just stack on top. Repeat one more time. And now you're ready to break. Now this is the first break that has to have a setup that I've shown you. And I'm going to do the hammer fist just like Andrew did with the dynamic break. But some of the key points is that when you do it, you want to make sure you break the plane of the bottom board. If not, then you're going to stop and your board's going to hit you back just as hard as you hit it. Now another tip is find the center of the board and then come back about 2 inches and line your fist up right there. Because when you pull back and your body rotates, by that time you've gained 2 more inches and you'll be hitting it in the perfect center of the board, and that makes it easier to break. Now I'm going to show you the second setup break, and this is the power elbow strike. So what you want to do is you want to come from high and you want to bring a straight line down, and you want to fall into the boards. You want to fall through the boards with all your power. When you're setting up to actually go into it, some people come off the ground because they're lifting up so high. Alright, so here's the setup for the power stomp. You notice that we set up the boards closer to the front so that Andrew has more room to put his foot up, and instead of stomping backwards, his foot's going to go forward into it. He's going to bring his knee up as high as he can, then he's going to come down, and he's striking, put it up, and he's striking with the blade and mainly the back part of his heel right here, this outside part, and that's going to allow him to go all the way through. Now what I'm about to do is a downward palm heel strike. And I'm not striking right in the middle, I'm striking a little bit forward so that the bottom part of my hand is striking exactly in the middle, but my hand is mostly forward. I'm gonna bring it straight up and then use my shoulder to drive it straight down and break both boards. And for the final break, it's gonna be a headbutt.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
If you like board breaking, make sure you check out our video where we break a board wrapped in duct tape.
Stay tuned for more epicness from our page.